Hello, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. Today's video we are doing a Tesco reduced food haul. So a few weeks ago I uploaded this video where I went to Aldi, and I went to Aldi at a particular time of the day, or should I say evening, to pick up what I could in their reduced section. So just like the yellow label stuff, or in Aldi's case the red sticker stuff. I believe that was really successful. If you haven't seen that video yet, I've linked it down below for you to watch after this. I wanted to try it out in different supermarkets. Going to be quite interesting to compare how the different supermarkets work in terms of reduced foods, how much reduction is given in each supermarket, what times they do. So I will discuss all of that throughout this video, and I'll discuss also when it is best to go to Tesco for their reduction hour. If you do regularly shop at Tesco, you might find this interesting. Otherwise, it was just quite interesting to see what Tesco had on offer. Obviously, it's very hit or miss. Every day would probably be a bit different. I did find Aldi was very, very successful, and it's something I'm gonna strive to do maybe once a month because it really saved us a lot of money. So yeah, anyway, let's get into today's Tesco video. I hope you're all okay. I hope you're doing well. If you're new, by the way, feel free to subscribe. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up to let me know that you enjoy these kinds of videos, and yeah, let's just go. Okay, so first of all, I'm gonna run through the haul, and then I'm gonna just discuss some information we kind of learned through doing this through Tesco. It was a little bit different to Aldi, so I just wanted to compare the two so far. So this bread, we've actually already opened it because we had some toast this morning. So this bread I've actually been really enjoying. It's the Warburton's half and half. Normally I do go for a seeded bloomer from Aldi. We bought this a couple of weeks ago in Tesco, and to see it reduced last night was actually a huge win. This was technically out of date yesterday when we bought it. I have to say, I would have expected a bit of a bigger reduction. So originally this loaf of bread is £1.05, and we picked it up for 51p, so around half price-ish. I don't know, so first of all, the stickers are a bit different, so they just tell you what it's reduced to. I find the Aldi stickers are really good because it will tell you if it's reduced by 30%, 75%, so it's really easy to see how much you're saving in terms of percentage. Considering it's now technically out of date, according to the supermarket, they can't sell this anymore. I just thought it'd be reduced a little bit more. I don't know why, I just thought it would. The bread is absolutely fine, by the way. It doesn't need freezing yet. The bread is in good condition. We're probably gonna block it up and put it in the freezer as we normally do with all of our bread anyway, because it lasts a lot longer, and we don't eat bread every day. Anyway, we've got a loaf of bread and we got it cheaper than normal. It technically is out of date already. Yeah, so it's about a half price saving, not too bad, not the best. Moving on to here, I've got two large punnets of closed cup mushrooms, which actually I was really happy with. Obviously, when I go to the reduced aisle, I only want to pick up stuff I know I'm going to eat, otherwise it defies the point of rescuing food that might be otherwise thrown away, or saving money, because what's the point of buying something you won't eat anyway? But mushrooms we eat a lot of every week. Lawrence makes an absolutely delicious mushroom soup, so technically all of these mushrooms will probably be going into that soup. A few more will be cut up and go into something else, like on toast, in an omelette or something. Both mushrooms are dated 10th of March, so they're technically out of date now. I've said it before, but I will mention it again. I never really go by dates, I just go by smell, sight, senses, basically. Your own human senses that you were born with is best to rely on. So both of these were 95p per punnet, and they were reduced to 71p. Again, that's not a very big saving, is it? I do wonder what Tesco would have done with these punnets of mushrooms. I know Aldi either donates them to food banks or they feed them to like farm animals, chickens and pigs, which I think is really good. I don't know if that's with all of their food, or some of it goes to waste and most of it is reused. But I do wonder what Tesco do with their food, so if anybody knows that information, please let me know. By image, they look absolutely fine. They will last. Mushrooms do last a little while, and when you're whizzing it in a soup, it'll be absolutely fine. They don't need to be pristine, do they? Here we have Higgidy Family Kitchen kind of sausage rolls. So these are cheddar and onion chutney veggie rolls. They actually sound delicious, don't they? There's 6 in there. I really like this brand of vegetarian sausage rolls. They're absolutely delicious. They're so good dipped in hummus. So I'm really glad we picked these up. These always last past the best before date anyway in the fridge. But again, so these are technically out of date according to the printed from Tesco. These are originally £2.60 and they were reduced. We bought them for £1.90, so that's 70p off. What do you think? £1.90 is still a bit of a price, isn't it? It's not exactly a total bargain. So yeah, at least it's a saving, to be honest. Like 70p off is pretty good. It's much better than paying the original price. Things like these do last quite a while in the fridge anyway, so I'm going to eat them today probably around lunch with a salad or something. It's not like the biggest saving, but it's still a saving. So I do feel like I've won a little bit and, you know, I've rescued food from being thrown away. But I also think, is this like something you could really rely on? Or am I just shocked at the price differences when I go to like, say, Tesco or another supermarket when I'm used to shopping at Aldi? I don't know. I really don't know. So we got some more veg as well. I know I keep talking about Aldi, but I found Aldi was really good with the reduction of fruits and veggies. Tesco yesterday just happened to have barely anything. The fruit was in really, really bad condition, like unfreezable. You couldn't even freeze it really, and not too much veg, but I got some interesting things. So I picked up a red cauliflower. This was quite interesting. So this was, yeah, so it's a cauliflower. We paid 44p for this and it was originally £1.25. So that's a bit better of a saving, isn't it? Again, it's not something I would normally buy, which is what's kind of attracting me to do this kind of series, because not only are you rescuing food from going to waste, you're saving yourself a little bit of money, but also you can buy things that you wouldn't necessarily normally buy for a cheaper price and then have fun cooking it, making a recipe with it. I think we could make bang bang cauliflower. No, goby 65. Oh, with this. But yeah, reduced to 44p, not too bad. We did pick up these from the Tesco Finest section. These are yellow runner beans. Runner beans are actually one of my favourite vegetables. I absolutely love them. But for some reason, I don't know why, but I've never seen yellow runner beans. I've only ever seen green runner beans. So these went out of date yesterday. It's quite interesting to note that absolutely everything here bar one thing was going out of date. These were originally £1.75 and they're now 61p. So that is quite a big saving. It's about £1.10, £1.13, £1.14. Quite a big saving, to be honest, especially as from the Finest range. Have to say though, because it's a clear bag, they're absolutely in perfect condition. So I really feel like this was a bit of a win-win moment here. We're having them for dinner tonight and I'm just really looking forward to them. We have a big block, 550 grams actually, of Pilgrim's Extra Mature Cheddar cheese. So originally this block from Tesco is £3.75. We paid £1.75 for this. So £2 off I think is a really, really good bargain again. I think this is probably one of the biggest wins so far. Cheese does last a very, very long time in the fridge, and we tend to put cheese in a lot of different foods. Beans on toast, jacket potatoes, anything. It goes in quite a lot of our dishes. So for us this is quite a good win, and it was quite a good saving as well. We've got some spring onions, which they look alright. They've seen better days. They look okay. She actually peeled the sticker off and put it on the cauliflower because this obviously didn't have much on apart from that. So the spring onion was 37p and we paid 17p for this. I'm sure I pay 17-ish, 20p anyway in other supermarkets I always talk about for sprigs of spring onions. So I don't know, just seems a bit like, am I saving much money by getting the reduced stuff in Tesco? I don't know. For me, it's like normal prices. But anyway, so it was reduced to 17p, which isn't bad at all. Spring onion is something we throw in. It's such an easy way to like zhuzh up a salad, isn't it? Or zhuzh up some pasta. We've got some tender stem broccoli. To be fair, there's quite a lot of broccoli in this bag. It's like one of the large bags. It was £2.25. We paid £1.69. So a relatively good saving, probably like 50, 60p. How much is that? 70, 30. yeah, about 50 something p. Considering it's meant to be out of date as of yesterday, I just think it could have been reduced a little bit more, but it all looks fantastic. Like every single sprig of broccoli looks really, really good. So it's something that I wouldn't have noticed the date on anyway, because they all look great. I know that's gonna last into next week, 100%. We're probably gonna have it this weekend with a roast dinner. Now moving on to kind of meat products. This is where I think I wouldn't go over the date that's printed on the meat products. But I'll start here. We have some ham, some Applewood smoked ham from Tesco, Tesco Finest again, £2.50, and it was reduced 71p, so I think that's quite a good saving, to be honest. Meat and cheeses, I think reduced shopping is a really, really good idea, particularly with meat because you can freeze it. And I think if you're going to look for anything and you're a meat eater, you eat cheese, they're kind of the pricier things that have to reduce quite a lot just to get rid of. So I think that was a really good saving from Tesco, and that's the ham that Lawrence normally buys anyway from Tesco, so it's kind of, he would have bought that full price anyway. Best reduction we got ever, and the lady at the till actually she was very surprised with what we put through actually, and it was this. So this is Tesco Finest British rack of lamb with rosemary. This actually had today's date, so we bought it yesterday and it still had a day in date, which is really good because it gave us a bit of time. Now this was originally £15.06, so not cheap at all. This kind of meat, it's from Tesco Finest and it's £30 per kilogram, so we've got half a kilogram of lamb here. Comes with the rosemary. It looks really Tesco Finest, doesn't it? It looks really fine. And it was £7.68, so pretty much half price, just taken off. I do think that's really good, to be honest. I wonder if it's still there today, how much they would have reduced this by, because that was a huge reduction when it still had a day on, and the rest of the stuff just doesn't have a day on. So I think that was really good. So I think if you're gonna look for things in Tesco, I necessarily wouldn't do a big shop in the reduced section, because I think a lot of this stuff I can get from Aldi for like the same price from the non-reduced section. But things like this, what a saving, like what a huge saving that can make a huge difference to your shopping bill each week. And you can shove this in the freezer as well. Also, because I couldn't resist, one of my favourite treats actually are Yum Yums, where this wasn't the best saving either, considering they're now out of date. And to be honest, they don't feel great. I'm gonna have to microwave them. They were £1 and they were reduced to 89p. Just over a 10% saving. Like, I wonder what they do with this food. I really do wonder, because I just think they could really reduce it and maybe a lot more people would rely on reduction shopping. So for only like an 11-ish p saving, I won't be doing that again. In terms of what time to go to Tesco for reduced foods, 7 p.m. seems to be the time they start putting like a big chunk out. So I would try and go at 7 p.m. My thoughts on this. Now, I personally won't be doing this in Tesco again, I don't think. The only thing I would do is occasionally go at 7 p.m. and just browse, and you could get some good bits for a huge reduction, such as meat and cheese products. I know I've seen before they've done lots of veggie sausages and also the veggie shish kebab meat that Lawrence and I love. So stuff like that I would buy, because normally it's quite expensive. I would freeze it or just eat it on the night, but I wouldn't go out of my way, I don't think, to rush down to Tesco at 7 p.m. like quite often. In comparing it to Aldi, I just don't think you can compare it. I think you would get much better deals, much better bargains if you went to Aldi. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's quick little haul. If you found it insightful, what supermarket would you like me to do this with next? Because I'm probably going to do this with every supermarket. It's quite interesting to find out the best times and where to look and things like that. So let me know which supermarket you want me to do next. And yeah, I hope you're all doing really, really well, and I'll see you again really soon for a new video, and I love you very much. Mwah.